What if I told you that moving into a nursing home could actually shorten your life? It might sound surprising, but the truth is, the rush to move into a nursing home isn't always the best choice for your well-being. While nursing homes offer care, they can also strip away your independence, happiness, and social connections, key factors that help you live longer and healthier. But here's the good news. There are better alternatives. Many elderly people don't realize that with the right support, they can continue living independently and happily in their own homes. In this video, we'll explore 9 important lessons on how to age gracefully without rushing into a nursing home. Stay tuned, because these secrets could change your approach to aging and help you live life on your own terms. Lesson 1. Your independence is key. One of the most powerful things you can maintain as you age is your independence. It's not just about being able to do things for yourself. It's about the sense of control and autonomy that comes with it. For many older adults, the idea of a nursing home can feel like a loss of that very independence. But the reality is, with the right support, you can continue to live independently in your own home and even thrive. Take the story of Mrs. Thompson, for example. At 82, she was faced with the idea of moving into a nursing home after a fall left her with a broken ankle. Her children, concerned for her safety, suggested she consider assisted living. But Mrs. Thompson didn't want to leave her home. She had lived there for over 40 years, and it was where she felt the most comfortable. Instead of giving in to the idea of a nursing home, she worked with her family to make her home safer and more accessible. They installed grab bars in the bathroom, a stair lift to help her navigate the stairs, and a medical alert system for emergencies. Over the next few months, Mrs. Thompson's life was transformed. She had a caregiver come in a few times a week to help with household chores and meals, but otherwise, she was in control of her daily routine. She continued to host book club meetings, garden in her backyard, and attend church services every Sunday. Her independence didn't just give her the freedom to do what she loved, it also played a huge role in her physical and mental health. Staying in her home allowed her to maintain a sense of purpose and connection to her community, which is crucial for overall well-being as we age. Maintaining independence like Mrs. Thompson did doesn't always mean doing everything yourself. It's about finding the right balance of support and autonomy. Whether it's modifying your home, hiring part-time help, or using technology to stay safe, the key is that you still have the freedom to make decisions about your life. The more you can maintain your independence, the more empowered you will feel, and the better your quality of life will be. So, the next time you think about the idea of a nursing home, remember Mrs. Thompson's story. With a little planning and the right support, you can continue to live independently and thrive well into your later years. Your independence is one of the most precious things you have. Don't rush to give it up when there are so many ways to preserve it and live life on your own terms. Lesson 2. Home modifications can help. As we age, it's normal to face challenges when it comes to mobility and safety. But what if I told you that you don't need to move into a nursing home to get the support you need? Simple home modifications can make a world of difference, allowing you to continue living comfortably and safely in your own space. These adjustments can help reduce the risk of falls, enhance mobility, and ensure that you're still able to enjoy your home, even if your physical abilities change over time. Let's take a look at some of the most effective modifications you can make. First, grab bars are a game changer in places like bathrooms and stairways. They provide added stability, making it easier to get in and out of the shower, use the toilet, or climb stairs. Installing a stair lift is another great way to ensure that you can still move between floors without risking a fall. These lifts are especially helpful for those with limited mobility or who might be worried about the strain of stairs. Additionally, making spaces more open and accessible, like widening doorways for wheelchair access or rearranging furniture to create clear paths, can significantly improve your daily life. A great example of this is the story of Mr. Williams, a 76-year-old man who had always been independent. After knee surgery, he found it harder to move around his home, particularly when navigating his narrow hallways and climbing stairs. Instead of considering a move to a facility, he decided to make a few key adjustments to his house. With the help of his children, Mr. Williams installed grab bars in the bathroom, a stair lift to help him access his bedroom, and cleared out a lot of unnecessary furniture to create more open space. These simple changes allowed him to continue living comfortably in his home without feeling limited by his mobility. These modifications didn't just make Mr. Williams safer, they also helped him feel more in control of his environment. Being able to walk freely through his home, safely climb the stairs, and access everything he needed without assistance gave him a sense of independence he wasn't ready to give up. Just like Mr. Williams, many elderly individuals can continue to enjoy their homes with a few thoughtful changes that fit their needs. Remember, staying in your home doesn't mean you have to struggle with everyday tasks. With the right modifications, you can make your living space work for you and maintain the independence you cherish. Whether it's installing grab bars, using stair lifts, or creating open spaces, these changes can help you live safely and comfortably at home for years to come. Lesson 3. In-home care is an affordable option. When many people think of aging and care, they automatically envision moving into a nursing home. However, in-home care is an excellent, often more affordable option that allows you to receive personalized assistance in the comfort of your own home. Whether you need help with daily activities, medication management, or just companionship, hiring a caregiver, either part-time or full-time, can provide the support you need without having to leave your familiar environment. In-home care offers a level of flexibility that nursing homes simply can't. For example, a part-time caregiver can assist with tasks such as meal preparation, bathing, and light housekeeping, allowing you to maintain your independence while still getting the help you need. Full-time care is also an option if you require more extensive assistance or if you simply want someone there around the clock. Unlike in a nursing home, where care is often generalized and standardized, in-home care is tailored to your specific needs. You can create a care plan that matches your unique preferences, lifestyle, and health conditions, ensuring you're getting the exact support you need. Take the story of Mrs. Garcia, for example. At 78, she had been managing her chronic arthritis on her own for years. But as her condition worsened, she found it harder to manage daily tasks like cooking, cleaning, and even getting dressed. Rather than considering a move to a nursing home, Mrs. Garcia decided to hire a part-time caregiver to help with some of the heavier chores. Her caregiver, Maria, helped her with cooking healthy meals, running errands, and even just offering a friendly face to talk to. The assistance gave Mrs. Garcia the peace of mind she needed to focus on her health without the stress of trying to manage everything on her own. The great thing about in-home care is that it can be scaled to your needs. Whether you require just a few hours a week or full-time help, you can adjust the level of care as needed. This is a huge benefit over a nursing home, where the care structure is often rigid and standardized. You can work closely with your caregiver to create a plan that feels right for you, whether that means having someone around to help with personal care, providing transportation to doctor's appointments, or simply offering companionship. In-home care also allows you to maintain your privacy and dignity. There's no need to share a room with strangers, and you can continue to live in the surroundings that bring you comfort. The cost of in-home care can be surprisingly affordable compared to the expenses associated with nursing homes. Many people find that by hiring a caregiver for just a few hours each day, they can significantly reduce the costs of care while still receiving the personalized attention they deserve. With the right care plan, in-home care can offer a high-quality, affordable alternative to the nursing home. Lesson 4. The power of a strong social network. One of the most important factors in aging well is having a strong social network. As we get older, staying connected with family, friends, and our local community becomes crucial for both emotional and practical support. Isolation can lead to depression, anxiety, and a decline in physical health. But by maintaining relationships, you can not only improve your mood, but also find the practical help you might need. Whether it's a ride to the doctor or assistance around the house, a strong social network can make all the difference in avoiding the need for a nursing home and living independently for longer. Take the story of Mr. Peterson, a 79-year-old man who was facing the possibility of moving to a nursing home after the death of his wife. He had always been an active member of his local church and had close relationships with his children and neighbors. After his wife passed, Mr. Peterson was feeling the weight of loneliness and struggled with daily tasks. His children suggested he look into a nursing home, but he was determined to stay in his own home. Instead of making that move, his social network rallied around him. His neighbors, who had always looked out for him, offered to help with shopping and yard work. His church community set up a schedule for regular visits and social activities, ensuring he stayed connected. And engaged with the support of his family, friends, and church members, Mr. Peterson found a new sense of purpose and joy. His children would visit regularly to check on him, but they also encouraged him to get involved with the community activities that kept him active and social. His neighbors pitched in when he needed help with small tasks, and his church group invited him to gatherings that gave him both mental stimulation and companionship. This strong web of relationships allowed Mr. Peterson to live independently in his own home for many more years, all while feeling cared for and valued. Having people around you isn't just about having someone to talk to. It's about knowing that help is available when you need it. Whether it's a quick check-in, help with errands, or someone to call in an emergency, a supportive network gives you the confidence to stay in your own space and age with dignity. It's also an opportunity for you to give back. Maintaining relationships and staying involved in the lives of others helps foster a sense of purpose, which is crucial for emotional and mental health as we age. So whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or your community, the importance of a strong social network can't be overstated. These relationships provide not only emotional support, but also the practical assistance that can help you remain independent and avoid the need for a nursing home. Just like Mr. Peterson, your community can be your greatest asset, offering both the love and practical help you need to continue living on your own terms. Lesson 5. Technological support for independent living. In today's world, technology offers amazing tools that can help you live independently while staying safe and connected. From fall detectors to medical alert systems, technology has evolved to make aging at home a more viable and confident choice. These innovations can provide peace of mind both for you and your loved ones, knowing that help is just a click away in case of an emergency. Let's take a look at some of the ways technology can support independent living. One of the most important tools for older adults is a medical alert system. These systems allow you to call for help in an emergency simply by pressing a button. Whether you've fallen, feel unwell, or need immediate assistance, these devices can connect you to emergency responders or a caregiver. Many systems even include fall detection, which automatically alerts help if it detects that you've fallen, ensuring that you're never left alone in a critical situation. In addition to safety tools, health tracking apps have become invaluable. These apps monitor important metrics like heart rate, blood pressure, and glucose levels, and can even remind you to take medications on time. This technology allows you to manage your health more effectively and feel confident that you're on top of your well-being. Take the story of Mr. Arnold, a 72-year-old man who lives alone but is proactive about his health. After a mild stroke a few years ago, he became concerned about his safety at home. He decided to invest in a medical alert system with fall detection, as well as a health tracking app that synced with his smartwatch. Mr. Arnold's fall detection system alerted emergency services immediately when he tripped in his living room one evening. Within minutes, he was connected to emergency responders, who arrived quickly and safely helped him. His health tracking app has also helped him stay on top of his blood pressure and medication schedule, allowing him to maintain a healthy lifestyle and avoid further health complications. Thanks to the combination of these technologies, Mr. Arnold continues to live confidently in his own home, knowing he has the tools to stay safe and monitor his health. Technology doesn't just offer safety, it also helps you stay connected to the world. Video calling apps like Zoom or Skype can bridge the gap between you and your loved ones, even if they live far away. Virtual support groups, online learning, and entertainment options can also keep you engaged, preventing loneliness and keeping your mind sharp. These tools give you the ability to remain socially active without leaving your home, fostering a sense of community and connection. Using technology to support independent living is no longer a luxury. It's a practical and affordable way to ensure your safety and well-being. Whether it's a medical alert system, a fall detector, or health tracking apps, these tools empower you to live confidently and comfortably at home. As Mr. Arnold's story shows, technology can enhance your independence and provide crucial support when you need it most. Lesson 6: Mental Health and Community. As we age, it's easy to focus on the physical aspects of health, but mental health is just as important, if not more so. Staying mentally active, engaged, and connected to a community can significantly improve your happiness and prevent issues like depression, which are often prevalent in nursing homes. One of the best ways to preserve mental health is by surrounding yourself with familiar faces and staying involved in activities that bring you joy and purpose. The isolation often felt in nursing homes can contribute to feelings of loneliness and depression, but at home you have more control over your environment and your relationships, which can positively impact your overall well-being. Staying mentally active involves much more than doing puzzles or reading books. It's about being part of a community, whether that's your family, friends, or a local group that shares your interests. Social interaction is key to preventing cognitive decline, as it helps keep the mind sharp and engaged. Activities like volunteering, joining social clubs, or participating in group exercise classes can provide both mental stimulation and emotional satisfaction. In fact, studies show that people who maintain an active social life tend to live longer, healthier lives, as they have the emotional support and purpose that can be lacking when living alone in a nursing home setting. A great example of this is Mrs. Thompson, a 74-year-old woman who was feeling disconnected after retiring and losing touch with some of her old friends. She had considered moving into a nursing home because she felt isolated, but instead, she decided to give volunteering a try. Mrs. Thompson started helping at her local library, organizing reading programs for children. The job gave her a renewed sense of purpose, and it wasn't long before she started feeling more socially engaged. Her volunteering activities introduced her to a group of like-minded people, many of whom became close friends. Not only did she stay mentally active through the planning and organizing, but she also enjoyed the sense of fulfillment that came from giving back to her community. This experience transformed Mrs. Thompson's life. She found new energy and purpose in helping others and built a supportive social network around her. The relationships she formed through volunteering were far more meaningful than those she might have found in a nursing home. She felt valued, connected, and mentally sharp, which are all factors that contribute to long-term mental health and happiness. Mrs. Thompson's story is proof that being part of a community and staying mentally active are essential for aging well and maintaining a positive outlook on life. The lesson here is clear. Don't let mental health be an afterthought as you age. Stay involved, stay social, and find a community where you feel supported and appreciated, whether it's through volunteering, participating in social clubs, or even just spending time with loved ones. These connections are vital for keeping your mind and spirit strong. By nurturing your mental health and fostering meaningful relationships, you can live a more fulfilling life without the need to rush into a nursing home. Lesson 7. The danger of losing control. One of the biggest concerns about moving into a nursing home is the potential loss of autonomy. In a nursing home, residents often have little control over their daily routines, when they wake up, what they eat, and how they spend their day. This loss of independence can significantly affect a person's mental health, sense of self-worth, and even physical health. Autonomy is an essential part of maintaining a positive outlook and taking ownership of one's well-being. Without it, feelings of helplessness and frustration can quickly set in, leading to a decline in overall health. This is why staying in your own home for as long as possible, with the right support, can help preserve both your health and your dignity. Take the story of Mrs. Ellis, an 82-year-old woman who was initially hesitant about moving into a nursing home when her health began to decline. After her husband passed away, her children suggested she move into a facility where she could receive more care. But Mrs. Ellis was resistant. She felt that in a nursing home she would lose the ability to make decisions for herself, from choosing her meals to deciding when she wanted to rest or socialize. Instead, she worked with a team of caregivers who came to her home and helped her with tasks like bathing, meal prep, and light cleaning. Over time, Mrs. Ellis regained control over her daily life. She was able to decide when to take her walks, when to read her books, and when to visit with friends. Her caregivers respected her autonomy and provided the support she needed without dictating her schedule. She could still enjoy the simple pleasures of life, like cooking her favorite meals or watching TV shows in the evening, all on her terms. This sense of control was empowering for Mrs. Ellis. It gave her a renewed sense of purpose, boosted her self-esteem, and allowed her to maintain her mental clarity and emotional stability. By staying at home with the right support, Mrs. Ellis was able to keep her independence and feel more in control of her life, both physically and mentally. This autonomy played a significant role in her health improvement. She found joy in the small moments of her day and was able to maintain a strong sense of self. She wasn't just another resident in a nursing home, but an active participant in her own life. The message here is clear. Maintaining control over your own decisions, big or small, can have a profound effect on your well-being. When you're in a nursing home, you might have to follow someone else's schedule, which can feel disempowering and isolating. But by staying in your own home with support, you can continue making decisions that are best for your life, ultimately leading to better. Physical, emotional, and mental health lesson 8. Avoiding the nursing home. Stigma. One of the unfortunate realities of living in a nursing home is the stigma that often accompanies it. Many elderly individuals feel labeled or marginalized when they move into a facility, as if they are no longer capable of living independently or contributing to society. The label of nursing home resident can feel limiting and demoralizing, stripping away the dignity that comes with maintaining autonomy. This stigma can affect one's mental health, making individuals feel less valuable and even disconnected from their own community. By staying in a familiar environment, surrounded by people who know and respect them, seniors can maintain their dignity and a positive outlook on life. When seniors remain in their own homes, they can continue to engage with their community and be seen as active, contributing members rather than as individuals in need of constant care. They can attend local events, visit neighbors, or even volunteer, activities that preserve their sense of purpose and identity. This sense of involvement in the community can combat feelings of isolation or embarrassment, which are often experienced in nursing homes. The ability to remain in control of their social circles and maintain a role in their community boosts self-esteem and enhances overall happiness. Consider the story of Mr. Harris, an 80-year-old man who lived alone after his wife passed away. His children suggested he consider moving into a nursing home when his mobility issues started to affect his ability to manage the house. However, Mr. Harris was determined to stay in his own home and maintain his independence. Instead of moving into a facility, he reached out to local friends and family for support. His neighbors helped him with yard work, and his daughter visited regularly to assist with shopping and household tasks. Mr. Harris became an active member of his local church community, where he had long been a volunteer. Instead of being labeled as someone who couldn't care for himself, he was seen as a valued friend and volunteer. His contributions, even if they were smaller tasks like greeting newcomers or offering a prayer at services, gave him a sense of purpose. Staying in his familiar environment allowed Mr. Harris to retain the dignity and respect he deserved, while avoiding the stigma of living in a nursing home. He continued to thrive mentally, emotionally, and socially, and his quality of life improved significantly. The lesson here is that staying in your home, surrounded by familiar faces and activities, allows you to maintain your dignity and avoid the harmful stigma that can come with nursing homes. By remaining a part of your community and engaging in activities that keep you involved, you preserve your sense of self-worth and continue to live a rich, meaningful life. You are not defined by your age or your need for assistance, but by your ability to remain active and engaged in the world around you. Lesson 9: The power of preparation. As we age, one of the most important things we can do to ensure that we are able to age in place with dignity and comfort is to prepare in advance. The power of preparation cannot be overstated. It's the key to maintaining control over your future and ensuring that your wishes are respected. Aging doesn't have to be something that happens to you unexpectedly. With the right planning, you can create a roadmap for your later years that keeps you in control of your health, your finances, and your living situation. The earlier you start planning, the more peace of mind you will have as you grow older. One of the most critical aspects of preparation is getting your financial situation in order. Make sure that your retirement savings are sufficient to cover the costs of aging at home, such as hiring in-home care or making home modifications. You may want to consider long-term care insurance or exploring government programs designed to support seniors who wish to live independently. The financial peace of mind that comes from knowing you have the resources to stay in your home can alleviate a lot of stress in the future. In addition to financial planning, it's also important to have legal preparations in place. Creating a living will, a durable power of attorney, and a healthcare proxy ensures that your wishes are clearly outlined and that your family members are prepared to make decisions on your behalf if necessary. These legal documents will give you control over your medical care and help avoid any confusion or disagreements later on. Have open conversations with your family about your preferences, whether it's your desire to stay at home as you age, the type of care you would prefer, or any specific wishes you have regarding your health. Open communication ensures that everyone is on the same page, which can make navigating your later years much smoother. Emotional preparation is just as important. Aging can bring about feelings of uncertainty, especially when thinking about the possibility of needing help or relying on others. Take the time to address any fears or concerns you have with your family or a trusted friend. Discuss your desires for independence, how you want to be supported, and the emotional support you may need. It's essential to build a support system around you that can help maintain your emotional well-being as you age. Knowing that your family is prepared to honor your wishes and that you have the right resources in place can provide significant comfort. The power of preparation is in your hands. By planning financially, legally, and emotionally, you can ensure that your later years are spent exactly how you want, whether that's in the comfort of your own home, surrounded by loved ones, and with the peace of mind that everything is taken care of. Remember, it's never too early to start preparing for the future, and the more effort you put into this planning now, the better equipped you'll be to age with grace, independence, and joy. Conclusion. As we've discussed today, there are so many ways to live independently and happily as we age without rushing into a nursing home. With the right preparation, support, and mindset, you can continue to enjoy a fulfilling life in the comfort of your own home. Remember, independence, community, and the power of preparation are all key to aging with dignity. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know if you agree with these lessons by commenting 9 or share your own thoughts by commenting 0. Take care, stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next video.